There's a great courses series called Geometry: An Interactive Journey to Mastery, and the lecturer is James Tanton. And he did a trick with pen and paper that seemed kind of fun, and I thought I would double check it with CAD because it was kind of hard to believe. So the trick is that you have 3 points, A, B, and C, and you're supposed to be able to move those just kind of randomly. They're supposed to be able to be anywhere as long as they're not on top of each other. So I'll just move these, and then you have an origin point. I'll just kind of randomly place that. And then you take a line that starts at the origin, and it goes to point A, and then you're supposed to take that line segment and make a copy of it that continues on in the same direction. And then start another line at the end of that last line, go to point B, make a copy of that line segment, and then wherever that line segment ends up, you start another line. Let me see if I can make a different color here. So you go from there to point C, you make a copy of that line segment, and you end up somewhere, and I'll go back to the color blue. You go to the end of that line segment, and you go back to point A, and then you make a copy of that line segment, and wherever that line segment ends up, you start another line, and you go to point B, and you take whatever that was, copy that, and wherever that line ends up, I'll go back to the color green here. Wherever that ends, you go back to C, and the way it's supposed to work is if I make a copy of this, it's supposed to take me right back to the origin. And somehow it does. That's kind of weird. So I'll make the lines a little thinner so you can see. So it ends up right back at the origin. It's remarkably precise. Not quite sure what's going on there, but it's kind of interesting. So you can make any 3 points, it seems, as long as they're not on top of each other, and just move them around, shift them around, make a line segment, copy that, go to B, copy that segment, go from there to C, copy that line segment, and then go through A again, and you do the same process 2 times around, and you end up back at the origin. So it seems to work. Not sure what's going on there, but kind of novel.